Hello, everyone out there. I'm back. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And we're going to talk a little bit today about Mamma Mia. Yeah, that completely heterosexual musical that they made, that thing that they made. Honestly, I can't really judge it because I haven't finished watching it yet. Okay, I'm still in the middle of watching it, all right? There's absolutely no testosterone in this movie. From what I've seen so far, it might change. I don't know. Okay, like I said, I've never seen this movie before. Why did I pick this movie? I picked it because it's one of those movies that just exists. You know, it's weird about this thing about chick flicks because, like, clearly, you know, whenever they promote a movie, whenever Hollywood shows a commercial or an advertisement of any kind for a movie, or, you know, you're just watching TV, all of a sudden some actors on some talk show, and what are they doing? They're talking about how great their experience was working on some crappy movie or some fucking movie you never heard of, right? You know, because they're doing the publicity, they're out there promoting the movie, okay? And they're doing all that stuff, all right? And, you know, when these movies come out, most of us, you know, me included for a long time, we didn't pay attention to that crap. We just didn't. You know, I remember when this movie came out, kind of, but I have an idea of when it came out, but I didn't pay attention to it. I probably saw the poster, I probably saw a commercial for it on TV, something like that. But I didn't, you know, I had no interest in who the fuck was in it. I didn't care what it was about. You know, I sure as hell didn't go see it. Okay. It just like came and went, but every once in a while over the years, someone would reference it. Okay, or some actor would do an interview and they talk about, oh yeah, well, remember when I did that movie? But, you know, some shit like that. Okay, girls that I dated would talk about that movie, you know, and they would talk about it like, well, yeah, of course I've seen it. Hasn't everyone? No, not everyone has seen it. Okay, not everyone wants to see this shit. Okay, so no, it's just one of those movies that, you know, it comes out, and you don't need the film company to tell you it's a chick flick. All you gotta do is look at the poster, okay, look at the commercial, and you automatically know. I mean, for Christ's sake, the songs are all from ABBA. Okay, what kind of demographic you think that is? Okay, and I love disco, greatest music ever made. And I remember ABBA. You know, I mean, I was a toddler. When they were big. Okay, but I remember hearing those songs on the radio. I remember Waterloo. You know, and that was an old song even when I was a toddler. But I remember Dancing Queen. I remember being a tiny little kid. You know, I was probably 3 or 4 years old when that song came out. And I remember it playing on the radio. I remember my aunts and uncles dancing to it and loving it and all that kind of crap, you know. So I was familiar with ABBA, you know, and then I was also familiar with their with this band that pretty much copied them in the 90s called Ace of Base. Okay, they're also from Sweden too. But there's another fucking, oh my God, there's another gay band. But anyway, they didn't start out gay, they just ended up being gay, like ABBA. Okay, but you know, they don't. When the Hollywood promotes these movies, they don't tell you it's a chick flick. You just gotta look at it and go, oh yeah, that's not the kind of movie I want to go see. I think probably when this movie came out, I probably wanted to see something. I'm sure I wanted to see something else. Now, what was it? What was in 2008? I don't fucking know. Wasn't there like the Mummy, like the Curse of the Dragon Emperor or some shit? I probably wouldn't go see that. In fact, I'm sure I wouldn't go see that. You know, I'll look up the dates later and I'll tell you what came out during that time and what I probably watched as opposed to this. I would say Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but that came out a year before this did. So, who knows the fuck was out in 2008, but I know I didn't watch this, all right? This movie, just by looking at it, you can tell, okay, this movie's for gay guys. It's for fucking gay guys, all right? It's the Sex and the City audience, okay? Which I already reviewed every episode of Sex and the City, okay? And I told you what I thought about that, okay? And hopefully I'm providing a service, okay? Because most straight guys did not watch Sex and the City, okay? They didn't, okay? And most straight guys did not watch this shit either. Okay, now I know I'm calling it shit, and even though I haven't watched it yet, I know I'm being very biased here. Okay, but it just looks like shit. Okay, I've already watched the first half hour of this movie. Okay, and it sounds like shit too. Okay, I had to double check to see if these actors did their own real singing in this movie, and apparently they did. But you know, it's just the story is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, you've got some girl who's 23 years old. Okay, Amanda, I'm assuming she's 23 because Amanda Seyfried, who plays the main character Sophie in this movie, Sophie Sheridan, was 23 when the movie came out. So I'm sure she's probably 22 when she filmed it. Okay, and she's getting married. Okay, and of course, like every other fucking rom-com that deals with marriage, nobody gives a fucking shit about the groom. The groom is superfluous. He doesn't. He's just there. He's just there to be there because you need some fucking human being with a penis to be in the scene for a couple of scenes. Okay, but the movie has nothing to do with him. It's all about her and her wedding. It's her day, not his day, not his day. It's her day. Okay? Yeah, can you believe this shit? Can you believe this fucking shit? You know, who fucking pays for this wedding anyway? Yeah. It's the groom's parents that pay for it, right? Right. That's if you're rich. If you're not, then it's the groom that fucking pays for it. But yet it's her day. It's her day. It's not our day. It's her day. Okay, that should tell you something. And this movie just expects you to go along with that, all right? You know, and in my generation, we did go along with that. We did. We were raised that way, okay? Not so much anymore. These kids today, they don't give a shit about what the woman wants, okay? Because the women don't give a shit about what the man wants. They never have given a shit about what the man wants, all right? And now it's starting to turn around, you know? That's why no one's getting married anymore, because of shit like this. You know, you spend all, you know, women, you know, today seem more concerned. I said seem, but I say they are, because I don't know. I'm not in my 20s. But women today seem to be more concerned with the wedding than they are with the fucking marriage. You know, I mean, they'll go through husbands left and right. The important thing is the wedding was memorable. You see what I mean? It's like it's all been flipped around, man. It's crazy. It's crazy today. But this movie came out in 2008, and it was already a problem. Marriage was already a problem. It's only gotten worse since then. That's why so many guys aren't getting married. Okay, but like your typical rom-com, you know, this movie also is very classist. And what I mean by that, your typical rom-coms, okay, the main characters are always rich. They're going to act like they're not rich, but they're fucking rich, okay? There's even, Meryl Streep even sings in this movie about how she fucking has no money, okay? She owns a goddamn resort in a fucking Greek island, and she's American, okay? And she's complaining about how she has no money. She has to work every single day because of the bills, because of the employees, because of this, you know. You own a fucking hotel resort on a fucking Greek island. Okay? See, that's the type of people that are in this movie, okay? They're all rich. Now, you could say maybe, like, you know, that's relative. Okay, but no, okay, so they're not billionaires, but they're all fucking at least millionaires. Every character in this movie is some sort of millionaire. You know, it's a fantasy. You know, most people aren't millionaires. Okay? The people that watch this movie are not millionaires. You know, but it's this kind of a programming that automatically tells women, okay, like I said, this movie is made for women and gay guys, that, you know, yeah, guys are supposed to be millionaires, and if they're not, there's something wrong with them. Okay? They're not trying hard enough. Okay? So don't settle for less. Okay? All the women get with millionaires, you get with a millionaire. And if the guy you're with is not a millionaire, then you need to drop him. Okay? Drop that zero and get you a hero. Okay? Because every guy is supposed to be a millionaire. What the fuck? You see what I mean? It's that type of programming these fucking movies do. Okay? Find a fucking chick flick, a rom-com where they're not fucking rich. Okay? Or where they're not fucking successful professionals in whatever fucking field they are. And by professionals, I mean they went to fucking like 8 years of college. Okay? Ivy League, of course. Okay? They couldn't go to some rinky-dink fucking, fucking DeVry University or none of that shit. Okay? Or fucking what is it? The fucking was it Phoenix University or whatever? You know, you see those infomercials. Okay, nothing like that. No, they went to fucking Yale, Harvard, you know, Stanford, that kind of shit. All right, and that's all the rom-coms. Okay, and this one's no different. Okay, you're just supposed to go with it. Okay, like everyone there, of course they went to Harvard. Of course they went to Yale. Of course they did. Okay, doesn't everybody? You see what I mean? It expects you to believe that, you know, rich people and rich people's problems. You know, which for us is not really problems, okay? But for them, it's a problem. Not finding the right guy is a problem for these rich women, okay? Despite the fact that the only guys that they have to pick from are all fucking successful, attractive millionaires. And they're super smart too, okay? You see what I mean? Like for them to fucking stop what they're doing in New York and just get on a fucking plane and fly to Greece is nothing. That's spending money for them. That's nothing. You know, that's like fucking going to the store and getting a fucking burger at McDonald's. For them, that's the equivalent of that. Oh, really? I gotta go to Greece right now? What the fuck? Okay, let's go. Like that. Like, can your average person fucking do that? No, they can't. They can't. But in this movie, they can't. All of them can. Did you know that? Can't everybody? You see what I mean? So that's why I mean this movie is very classist. Okay, it expects you to assume, expects you to believe that everybody is supposed to be rich, and if they're not rich, then there's something wrong with them. Okay, not the women, the men. There's something wrong with the men. They're not trying hard enough. See, they're not ambitious enough. They don't care enough. That's why they're poor. Because they're just not trying hard enough. Look at all these millionaires here, okay? And you're not one. What's wrong with you? You see what I mean? That's the underlying message in this movie. I can tell you that's the tone of this movie all the way. From the very beginning. This is exactly what I've seen. From the very beginning, that's the tone of this movie. Is that as you're a man, you're not good enough unless you're rich. Okay? And that right there, I got a problem with, okay? Because I know women, it's going to fucking burst your fucking bubble. I know that, okay? But most men are not rich. Okay, most men are just as fucking poor as you. Okay, that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. Why aren't you rich then? Huh? Why aren't you rich? You see what I mean? They don't ask that question. It's just assumed. Of course the guys are rich. You know, the women, well, they're professional. They're millionaires too, okay? You know, it's like, what the fuck? You know, of course, these women, the older women, they favor their career and shit is more important than fucking having a family, raising fucking kids. And Meryl Streep, she plays Donna Sheridan, Sophie's mom. Okay, and of course, she's a career woman. Oh, of course she is. She's a career girl. And she fucked around a lot when she was younger. Of course she did. Of course she did. By younger, I mean like in her fucking mid-30s. Because if you do the math, Meryl Streep, when this movie came out in 2008, she was 59 years old. Okay, I did the birthdays, okay? She was 59 years old, which means that she would have given birth to Sophie when she was 36 years old. Okay, so that means when she was 36, okay, she was riding the cock carousel. Only with the rich guys, only with the rich white guys. But she was riding the cock carousel, okay? And even she doesn't know who the fucking father is of her daughter, Sophie. And why even fucking bother? I mean, it doesn't fucking matter, right? I mean, Sophie's 23 years old, and at 23, she decided that she wanted to know who her fucking biological dad was. All of a sudden, it became important to her, okay? Now, in the movie, she asked her mom questions like, oh, God, who's my dad? And she's like, oh, it was a summer fling. That's all it was. What the fuck, man? You're over here bitching about money, and yet you could be getting a shitload of fucking child support from one of the many rich guys that you fucked, but you won't do it? Who's suffering for this? Okay, your fucking kid is suffering for this. You're over here fucking bitching and complaining about fucking money. When you got access to fucking money. But it's going to require you to find out which guy it was that you fucked and that knocked you up. Which one was it? Out of the three guys to pick from, which one was it? You know, even 2008 DNA tests were not difficult to get done. You know, I mean, what the fuck? And this is considered in the movie a positive thing. A positive thing. Because her daughter doesn't need a dad. She doesn't need a dad. All she needs is a mama. No. Your kids need both parents. They need fucking both parents. Okay? You know why, Meryl Streep? Because if they don't, they're going to end up being a fucking whore like you. Yeah. And I know you women are going to defend her. Okay, fuck you if you do. I'm telling you, this is a straight man's point of view. This isn't your point of view. Okay? I'm actually giving you the point of view that your typical fucking straight guy would give you. Okay, but since there's no straight men involved in this movie, and I'm pretty sure you never talked about this movie to any straight guys, okay? Because they're not going to fucking tell you the truth. Because they don't want to piss you off. I got nothing to gain by lying to you. I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. Okay? I'm 30 minutes into this movie, and I'm already telling you right now the shit that I'm calling out, that I'm fucking seeing. Okay? No, I'm not saying the men are innocent either, okay? But the movie's not really about the men. It never is in these movies. It's never about the guy. It's also about the women and what they're going through and their drama and their problems. Okay? So I'm just keeping it on topic. All right? And this is a load of horse shit. Okay? This is stupid. This isn't some fucking ghetto kid that was adopted, all right, and now at 18 wants to find who their biological. No, this is nothing like that. This is a rich fucking American woman, okay, 59-year-old woman who owns a fucking resort on a fucking secluded Greek island. Okay, a very successful resort, by the way, so she's fucking loaded. Okay, she doesn't even need the guy's money. Okay, and the three suspects to be in her daughter's father are all fucking rich, successful professionals, you know, as well. Okay, come on. Okay, and if all that wasn't bad enough, everyone fucking jumped into a fucking song, dude. It's like watching Joker Folie à Deux all over again, dude. What the fuck, these musicals, man. Right there, you want to know why Joker Folie à Deux failed? There's a whole bunch of reasons. I might have to do a video about that, okay? There's a whole bunch of reasons why that movie failed. Only one of those reasons was that it was a musical. You know why? Because straight guys don't fucking like musicals, okay? Now, I'm not saying all straight guys hate musicals. No, me personally, I love Annie. I loved Annie when I saw it when I was a little kid. Annie was great, man. It's a hard knock life for us. I mean, Annie was great. Okay, Grease. I loved Grease. I loved Grease growing up. Okay, John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Like, I even loved the sequel, Grease 2, and everybody fucking hated that one. I loved it. Okay, I just listened to that fucking album over and over again. Where does the bowling go? Okay, I listened to that all the fucking time. Okay, I liked Mary Poppins. You know, when I watched that as a kid, because they kept, you know, in the early 80s, late 70s, they kept re-releasing those old movies, you know, and I liked it. I liked Mary Poppins, you know, that was great. So I got nothing against musicals, but I'm the exception, okay? Most people don't like music. Like La La Land. Do you think I was going to fucking go see La La Land? You're out of your fucking mind. I mean, I'll see it to review it, but that movie was made for fucking gay guys and women. Just like this fucking movie was. Gay guys and women. That's who made this fucking movie. There's nothing in it for me. So what the fuck? The only thing in it for me would be like I get a glimpse at some of the shit that women are thinking about and what they're going through and the things that are important to them. Like when a girl sees her girlfriend, like what the fuck is this? It's one thing to act that way when you're 23. It's another thing to act that way when you're fucking 59. Even men don't act that way when we're that old and we see our fucking friends again. What the fuck, man? The estrogen in this movie is fucking through the roof. And I know that's the target audience. I get it, okay? I'm pointing it out, all right? These are the things that fucking keep men away from the theater, okay? And if you think you're fucking happy with that, well, that's fine. You can be happy with it, but who drives the cinema? Okay, who goes to the movies more, okay? Men or women? The answer is men. Men go to the movies a hell of a lot more than women do, okay? Anyway, moving right along. Let's talk about this movie. This is the intro, all right? I already told you some of the shit I don't like about it, okay? But, okay, so this movie, Mamma Mia, 2008, like I said. Director of this movie is a woman named Phyllida Lloyd. Yeah, even that name sounds lesbian. Activist, okay? Because she is. I don't know. Her Wikipedia page didn't go into her personal life. Like, I don't know, but I'm going to double down and think she's a lesbian, all right? Because, you know, nobody knows how to make straight movies better than fucking lesbians, right? Okay, anyway, and what is she famous for? What does she do? Okay, this is the first movie she's ever done. I think she directed some Broadway plays before that, but this is the first movie she's done. One of the movies that she did, I had actually seen it. Iron Lady. That's another Meryl Streep movie. Okay, that's the one where Meryl Streep played Margaret Thatcher in that movie. Okay, Margaret Thatcher. Okay, the real life Prime Minister of England. Yes. Okay, and that came out in 2011. I actually saw that movie and I liked it a lot from what I saw. I thought it was a very well done movie. You know, very historically accurate. I love the speech that Meryl Streep's character gave about how you have to watch your thoughts because your thoughts, you know, watch your words because your words become your actions become your thoughts become your character, all that kind of stuff. All right, I love that whole speech, and I like how idea about how her husband, you know, when he passed away, she was still seeing him and talking to him. You know, that's kind of sad, but it gave me an emotional connection to the Prime Minister. Okay, which I didn't think I would have by watching this movie. The Iron Lady was a good movie. All right, but she was in that, and that was directed by the same director, Phyllida Lloyd. I gotta fucking say it right. Okay, and also she made a movie called Herself, and that came out in 2020. And I don't know, fuck all about that movie. Nobody does because nobody went to go see that one. All right, all right. So that's the director, Phyllida Lloyd, and I also believe that she directed. There was a sequel to this fucking movie. Of course there was. Of course there was a sequel. How is she going to fucking get the gay guys to keep coming to these movies? Yeah, you make a sequel. Mamma Mia. Yeah, exactly. All right. And that was in 2018. And no, I'm not gonna fucking review that. Okay, it's bad enough I gotta review this. I gotta tell you, man, it's not easy sitting through this fucking movie. It's not. I just want to fucking go like, oh, because whenever I review a movie, I watch the whole thing first. Okay, I watch it all, and then I watch it again, and when I'm writing notes. Okay, but I want to get the whole experience, the first time experience, without having to stop it and write notes every single time. No, I want to watch the whole thing straight up. Okay, like you women saw it, no expectations. Okay, because I've never seen this movie before. All right. Once I'm done looking at that, then I'll go back and watch it and I'll start deconstructing it. Okay, and to see what they're trying to do, where it succeeds and where it fails. Okay, so what I've seen so far is just what I just told you, man. What the fuck is this single mom praising single motherhood shit? Okay, girls don't need to know who their fucking dad is. It's not important. Every guy is fucking rich. Okay, how is it rich people complain about money? Just these are first world problems. Okay, these are first world problems. Okay, and they're treating it like it's the end of the world. Okay, get the fuck out of here with that noise. All right, anyway, so the real star of this movie is Meryl Streep. Okay, of course, she's the one with the gravitas. She's the most famous actress in Hollywood. She's the gold standard for being a female lead. Okay, despite the fact that she fucking worshipped fucking Harvey Weinstein. She probably fucked him too, like so many of her contemporaries and so many of the younger generation that she mentored. She mentored the younger girls how to suck Harvey Weinstein's cock is what she did. All right, and I'm not kidding. Okay, she actually said that at the Academy Awards, at the Oscars. She referenced Harvey Weinstein as God. Yeah, here's Meryl's, your fucking role model, all you ladies out there. There's your role model right there. Greatest actress in the history of the world, right? Meryl Streep, right? She's still got a career. She's been acting for almost 50 years, right? Yeah. There's your role model. Harvey Weinstein is God. Exactly. And for those of you who were fucking mad at me for saying that, yeah, I bet you all were shocked when P. Diddy got busted too, right? Because he was your idol too, wasn't he? The fuck out of here. That's why we don't fucking fuck these celebrities, man. They're nobody to fucking lecture you on anything. Okay, they're the biggest pieces of shit out there. It's only a matter of time before they get what's coming to them too. Okay, so anytime you want to spend idolizing them and worshiping them and trying to be like them and defending them when someone criticizes them, just shows that you're part of the fucking problem too. Instead of fucking idolizing a fucking actor or actress, okay, why don't you fucking try to find a real role model? Someone who's not acting, who's legitimately someone you can look up to and emulate. Okay? Find someone like that. Okay? And defend that person. Don't defend these fucking celebrities. Hey, Sylvester Stallone is my fucking idol. He's my favorite celebrity, Sylvester Stallone. Okay? And even I know he's done some fucked up things. Even I know he's not a perfect person. And it's only now that he's in his fucking late 70s, that he's finally admitting on interviews that, yeah, I was pretty egotistical back then. I was full of myself back then. Now he's humbled. Because he's an old man now, okay? He's like, yeah, I fucking let my ego run away with me. I did a lot of stupid things that I'm sorry, I regret. I never should have married that woman. I never should have bossed those people around. I never should have, Now he's admitting it, okay? But back in the 80s, like, no, man, he was God. He like walked on water. You see what I mean? So don't believe that shit, okay? Don't believe that shit. I have more respect for Stallone for what he's doing now as an old man than what he was, than the fake virtue that he was putting into his movies when he was a young man. You see what I mean? At least now he's like, yeah, I get it, But the reason Stallone is that way is because he's been humbled by life. He's been humbled. Okay, he went through periods where nobody was watching his fucking movies. Okay, where he was fucking, Hollywood looked at him like he was trash. He was fucking old news. Nobody gave a shit about him. His movies were flopping left and right. He went through a phase in the late 90s where he was doing nothing but straight to fucking DVD movies, all right? Okay, ICU, which I love that movie, by the way. Okay, or Avenging Angelo. I mean, these movies weren't very good. They weren't high quality, okay? But then he made a comeback. You see what I mean? And now he's still going strong. He's on a hit fucking show, Tulsa King. That's a hit show. And he's he's about to turn 80 here real soon. And you talk about a successful career. This guy just doesn't quit punching. He doesn't give up. So I got respect for him. I always did, but at least now, he's kind of put his ego away because he knows he's too fucking old now to be a fucking leading man, all that kind of stuff. So he's got to fucking just be honest. Okay, Yeah, I did a lot of fucked up things, I know. But anyway, moving right along. Meryl Streep is the star of this movie, Donna Sheridan. And like I said, she would have been 59 when this movie came out. She would have been 59 years old. Okay, so she's a 59-year-old mom. Okay, her daughter lives there. No father, of course not, because you don't need a man. Not even to raise your own fucking kid. And you don't need to know about it either. I mean, I understand her not telling her daughter, but like she never even told like the biological father. Why? I guess we'll find out as I watch it. Amanda Seyfried, of course, everyone's fucking girl next door. At least back then she was. That was her whole career. Okay, ever since fucking the other movie I reviewed, Mean Girls, she was in that too. She played the dumbass in that movie. Amanda Seyfried, her entire career was placed in the nice, good girl next door. That's all she played in all her movies. The good girl that lived next door, the nice, young, pretty girl. Pretty, not sexy, not seductress, not a seductress, not a vamp. Okay, nothing like that. Okay, not a, she was basically just like a nice girl, a nice, pretty girl. Okay, that's basically what she's played in all of her fucking movies, all right? But then she had a shift about like maybe 5 or 6 years ago where she started playing like these cheating fucking sluts and shit, like she played this porn star, Linda Lovelace. She played Linda Lovelace in a movie, okay, yeah, where she's actually getting fucking filled out like an application in that movie. That went against her type. That was like, oh my God. I thought she was the nice girl next door in all of her movies, and now she's just fucking a whore getting pounded out. And then she was in this other movie where she was cheating on her husband, played by fucking Kevin Bacon or something like that. I didn't watch that either, okay? But now she plays fucking bitches. Now in her career, now she plays bitches that cheat on her boyfriends and shit like that, kill people and stuff, big fucking cunts. Now, because she had a career shit, now she plays bad girls. But back when this movie came out, she played the nice girl. That was her thing. Okay, that was her thing in Hollywood. She was just a nice girl. And she was in a lot of shit. A lot of rom-coms, a lot of fucking movies, okay? I think she was even like in a Little Red Riding Hood horror movie, okay? Like trying to cash in on that whole Twilight thing that was going on around this time. All right. So yeah, so she's been around. She's been in a lot of shit, okay? I mean, she was even in a fucking Ted, the movie about the talking fucking teddy bear with Mark Wahlberg, with Marky Mark. She was played with the girlfriend. In the sequel of that, she was the girlfriend. Not in part one. In part one, it was like what's her name? Mila Kunis was the girlfriend. But anyway, moving around along. So she's done a big historical career. She's done. I don't know what the fuck she's doing now, but whatever she's doing now, I know she's playing some fucking bitch, some bitchy fucking slut who's probably cheating on her husband. All right. Anyway, but back then when this movie came out, that wasn't her type. Okay. So if you do the math, Amanda Seyfried was 23 years old when this movie came out. So that means that Meryl Streep's character would have given birth to her when she was 36. Isn't it kind of hard to have kids at that age? I mean, my mom had my sisters when she was 42, but she had to see a special doctor for that. Who knows? All right, Pierce Brosnan, yes, one of the best James Bonds out there. Okay, I like Pierce Brosnan. I think he did a great job as James Bond. Okay, but of course to me he's always going to be fucking Remington Steele, that TV show. Remington Steele, remember that? Of course you don't remember that. I remember that. But I actually didn't watch it. I watched Moonlighting. That was my show. That was my show. Not Remington Steele. Okay. Not Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Right? I didn't watch that shit either. I watched Moonlighting. But each network had a fucking ripoff show. Yeah. Scarecrow and Mrs. King was on CBS. Remington Steele was on NBC, and fucking Moonlighting was ABC. And Moonlighting was the best show. I mean, that's what gave us Bruce Willis. That's what gave us Die Hard. But anyway, who's also an idol of mine, Bruce Willis. I know he's suffering right now. But anyway, so Pierce Brosnan, Sam Carmichael. He plays Sam Carmichael, one of the potential fathers of Amanda Seyfried, Sophie Sheridan. He was 55 when this movie came out. Okay, Pierce Brosnan. Okay, and yes, he's still acting. He's doing a lot of stuff right now. Recently, he was in Black Adam. He played a superhero. He played Dr. Fate in Black Adam, the Rock movie that came out. Yeah, Remington Steele. Yeah, I reviewed that movie. It's on this channel. All right, yeah. I don't just do chick flicks and stuff like that too here. All right, every once in a while I'll break character. All right, so Pierce Brosnan. Okay, yeah, because you remember him from Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, he's been around. He's done a lot of things. I also remember from The Lawnmower Man. They actually made a movie version of the Stephen King short story, which had almost nothing to do with the Stephen King short story. Okay. Jeff Fahey was in that, but he was in that as well. Pierce Brosnan, okay? Yes, Remington Steele himself. Colin Firth is in this movie. Colin Cuck is what I like to call him, because every movie he's in, he gets cheated on by his wife. And not only is every movie he's in, but every marriage that he's in too in real life, because he gets cheated on by his wife. If you want to know the backstory of that, I already reviewed What the fuck was that? The Christmas movie? I reviewed the whole movie. I don't remember it now. God, what the hell was it? The Christmas movie, the British Christmas movie with all-star cast, Liam Neeson. What the hell? God. You know what I'm talking about. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I can't believe I reviewed the movie and I don't remember the name of it. And I did like, 15 videos on that, 12 videos on that one. It was the holiday movie. You don't know what I'm talking about. Alan Rickman, Anyway, well, he was in that. Colin Firth was in that too, okay? And of course, he gets cheated on in that movie too, just like he does in real life, okay? And Colin Firth plays Harry Bright. Who was 48 years old, the youngest of the men, 48. 40 years old when he made this movie, okay? And then you've got Stellan Skarsgård, okay? Who plays a guy named Bill Anderson, okay? And he was 57 when this movie came out. Now, Stellan Skarsgård, okay, you've seen him before. He was in Good Will Hunting. He was Robin Williams' best friend. He was the professor of mathematics, okay, at Harvard, wherever the school was, in Good Will Hunting, okay? And he was in the Thor movies. You remember that, okay? He was also in like some fucking Star Wars show. I think it was Andor. I didn't watch it, okay? He's been around. He's been doing a lot of things, okay? His son is also a fucking famous actor, Bill Skarsgård, okay? And there's another Skarsgård too, Alexander Skarsgård. I don't fucking remember, but his son is the guy from King Kong versus Godzilla, and and they made a remake of The Stand a few years ago. Yeah, with Amber Heard. Okay, well, his son was in that too. He played Randall Flagg. His son played Randall Flagg. You've seen him before. He's in a lot of shit. He was also in that movie with my memory is fucking gone. Okay, the movie with the Norsemen and the goddamn the Northmen. Yeah, the Northmen. Yeah, that one. Yeah, with what's her name? Oh god, dude. Yeah, my memory's fucking gone this morning. But anyway, Nicole Kidman. Okay, and Kevin Bacon was in it. No, it wasn't Kevin Bacon. It was what's his name? Ethan Hawke. Sorry, see, I got it. Ethan Hawke. And Anya Taylor-Joy was in that movie too. The Northman, yeah. Anyway, okay, that's his son. His other son plays fucking Pennywise in those goddamn It movies. And recently it was in The Crow, which nobody fucking saw. That movie grossed like $4 million. Okay, and that's the recent one, The Crow remake they made. Okay, and he's in one. And his other movie he did before that he made even less money than that. Go figure, man. Yeah, he's not doing good. Anyway, he was also in fucking John Wick. Yeah, his other son. So his sons are actors too. Stellan Skarsgård. His real life sons are actors too. Of course they are. Okay. Who else we got here? We got Christine Baranski. She plays Tanya. Tanya's just a fucking a Sex and the City type party girl, rich New Yorker. No kids, all about her career, and she's also an old bag. She's 56 years old. Okay, and she's a party girl too, like her best buddy Meryl Streep. And then we also got another woman named Julie Waters who plays Rosie Mulligan, who's exact same description I just said about the other one. Okay, she's a fucking 58-year-old fucking, but she's like 21 on the inside because all she talks about is getting fucked up and fucking guys, despite the fact she's about as good looking as my asshole. If my asshole had a fucking child with fucking the woman that played the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz. Okay, but she's okay, but they're all deluded to think that they are. That they're these fucking hot ass bitches that are 19 again. No, they're not. They're not. Even the women that are young in this movie aren't all that. Although I think Amanda Seyfried's friends are better looking than her. What the fuck is up with that, man? I want to see a movie about her friends, not about her. Okay, anyway, so there's that. And then you've got Dominic Cooper, who plays he's the groom. Sky Ryman. Yeah, that's his name. Sky Ryman. Yeah, I told you he was gay. All right, and there's nothing heterosexual about this guy. Just the scenes that I've seen him in, because he's in maybe 0.5% of the movie is him in it. Okay, and he's just like, oh my god, and we're gonna do this, we're getting married, huh? Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking one of those weddings. All right, of course. What do you expect? I mean, what do you expect? All right, it's a chick flick. Of course, there's not gonna be heterosexual men. Even the heterosexual men they're supposed to be in this movie act like fucking they're gay. All right. I mean, look at the fucking movie poster. You don't believe me? And those are supposed to be the straight guys. All right, and fucking Dominic Cooper's not even in the fucking poster. Anyway, moving right along. Dominic Cooper, you've seen him before. He's been a lot. He was in that show Preacher. Okay, that fucking Seth Rogen show based on a comic book by Garth Ennis. He was, you might know him. He played Tony Stark's dad, Howard Stark, in Captain America: The First Avenger, and then in the Agent Carter show, he reprised his role as Howard Stark, young Howard Stark, whereas another actor plays old Howard Stark from the MCU. Okay, Dominic Cooper, and he was also in that horrible fucking Dracula Untold, you know, where the gay guy played Dracula, you know. Anyway, Gaston from fucking Beauty and the Beast, that actor, I forgot his name. I'm forgetting all their names today. Okay, he was in there. Dominic Cooper played the Murad II, the Sultan Turk, you know, that Dracula had to fight, okay, to preserve Christianity, even though he was fucking gay. All right, there's that, okay. And then, of course, this movie was produced by Playtone. I recognize that name because that's Tom Hanks's production company. He used it to produce that movie, That Thing You Do. Okay, remember that movie from the 90s? Okay, yeah. That was Tom Hanks's production company. So Tom Hanks bankrolled this movie, okay? And then, of course, we got ABBA, the famous pop duet from Sweden. That's Agneta Falskog. I can't pronounce it right, okay? And she's the blonde girl singer, you know. You got Bjorn Ulvaeus, and he plays the guitar and writes the songs. You got Benny Anderson. He does the keyboards. I don't know if he's American or not. I think he was actually a single. He was actually like, he already had a kid when he joined ABBA, and he was only like fucking 16. Yeah, and he already had a baby. He was doing this to support his fucking family. Okay, despite the fact that he was fucking both singers. Okay, but both the guys were fucking both the girls in ABBA. They were both couples that used to swap each other. Okay, and then Anya Frid Ligstad, and she was also a singer. She was a brunette singer. Okay, the pretty brunette and the pretty blonde. That's all I remember from ABBA. Okay, I don't remember the guys or nothing, but they had some hit songs. Like I said, Waterloo, Knowing You, Knowing Me. Okay, I grew up listening to these songs when I was a little boy. Like I said, I was a toddler. I used to listen to the radio all the time. That's how I first got introduced to disco, the greatest music ever made. I remember Dancing Queen being played over and over again. I remember that song Fernando, because my little brother's named Fernando, so I remember that. You know, that song came out like right around the time my little brother was born. So now I think about that song Fernando, I think about my little brother. Okay, you know, Money, 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 which Meryl Streep sings, if you want to call that singing, in this movie. ABBA, yeah, they're very famous with the gay crowd, because disco started off as gay music and then it went mainstream with Saturday Night Fever. ABBA was post Saturday Night Fever, so it was okay for straight people to like disco when ABBA came out in America, okay? So don't fucking make fun of me, all right? When I got into disco, it became okay for straight guys to listen to disco, okay? And even then, it was only a couple of years, and then fucking disco died. But although my heart, disco never died, right? ABBA had a lot of hit songs, you know. They were very good, you know. But then they died out. They just died out. You know, the 80s arrived, and they wanted nothing to do with ABBA, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to start actually reviewing the movie. Okay? I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.